Hi, good morning, teacher. The topic below is management at import is comments. My name is Francis Diaz. I am going to give you a brief explanation of the export process. Let's say that the import management is available to acquire and receive product fair on the country. It is necessary to complete the import process. It is a set until there must be completed by the client and the supplier to close the commercial operation. In this case, the problem of transport system, such as in an aircraft griffith, facilitate communication in research yard, the automation and route, and the evolution and the pickle. The makes the transfer possible had simplified and made the import process cheaper. Escuelas on the import management price. To make it possible to import a certain product, it is necessary to follow the steps. The one will mention below. Certain supplier. This is a decisive way to be able to carry out to go commercial operation. Finances. The client must analyze if it is necessary or intruding for institution to obtain finances that facilitate the payment of the order. The agreement. The commercial agreement is the section will close a commercial appraisal. This document will include all the information, all conditions under which the country is found. Transport condition. Transportation play a fundamental role in the import process. In the way, depending on the day on transport chosen, the waiting time will vary. Custom formalities. When a product in importing is necessary to carry out on the custom procedures and control required by the legislation on the respective country. Reception of the measured line. After passing the preview, faces the client will lazy. Their product in the determined place and the commercial operation will be completed. Participating in the import process, the actors that medium in the divided import process are the following. Supplier is the company or natural person that sell the market good or sell what. Good or sell what. Client, it is the discipline of the merchandise. Best of boots party. Best perform on the fashion related to the management. Transactions that include the commercial operation. Carriers. There are initial or medium the merchant than from the point or agent to the destination. Canton fast. It is the service per country de rendition. On supervise is the product, acquiring the commercial agreement. Insurance. Apart the people that at me a bed, by insurance the characteristic the airport in good condition. Then I living with my brain Isabela Casensado.
Good morning, my name is Isabela de Sensado. I am going to tell you about the history of import into trade. With the discovery of America by Christopher Columbus on October 11, 1492, Yupon have arrived on the island of La Española, today Haiti, and is arrived in Venezuela of August 1498. In the Orinoco Delta, the following years established the Capitanes General of Venezuela, a province of the Spanish Kingdom, and thus the trade between European and American was born. The export trade of Venezuela began with the tobacco. they was produced in Barinas and was slowed the Europe by the Dutch crossing the Atlantic and reaching the Orinoco River to the Europe there. Later, with the Spanish domain, the road from Barinas to San Antonio de Gibraltar was established on the southeastern quarter of Lake Maracaibo. Gibraltar was founded in 1616 and refounded in the 1692 by Gonzalo de Pina Ludeña, who was a native of Gibraltar, a localization in North Africa. The at then belonged to Spain, a localization in North Africa. The at then belonged to Spain. This coastal city way right now became name of Carvajal and because the first port the country, since the export of cacao and tobacco left from there. Unfortunately, his later year, heavy is the bomb, is the white attic several times the pirates are goal to prosper. The main export production were corn, potatoes, cocoa, tobacco, pumpkins. The products were import iron, horses, pigs, and coffee. In 1875, our exploiters began with the Petrolera del Táchira Company and the La Petrolera. For an export began with the exploiting of the fish of well El Sumanaque. This working as success the being on the debris on the economy stay in the year the European been devastated by the Second World War and Venezuela became a paradise for systems of different nationalities such Italy, Spain, Portugal, and Germany. Sixty in the white the development of basic industries shown as iron and aluminum and the electric industry. In Guri and Electricidad de Caracas. In the bring to Venezuela, Spanish of the national economic, the one the nationalization of the only the sugar industrial park in the Latin American was created.
Good day, my name is Genesis Esteves. I am going to talk a live about the type of import trade characteristics and benefits. The import classified as follows. Import for consumption, also called ordinary or definite importation. It is what big with merchandise is introduced into a country, paying the corresponding custom duties in order to be markets for consumption with it. Temporary imports. This system allows countries to authorize the legal entry of merchandise or products they come for abroad to process them in the country and the big export. Gain generally, the products are re-exported after a process of assembly condition in preparing or completing of the indirect import, the one in which its operation is not carried out directly, that is, the parties involved import and export carry on the action through a third-party intermediary in such a way that is dedicated a quarterly import of the local market, such marketing is with import. Direct import, one in which the import and export are the only protagonists of the same winter to inversion of an individual carry out the import process. Report this type of import allows the entry of production that were previously exported from the same country. Generally, it is used with management precondition or improvement of a certain production or manage a net for which it is sent of owned. Duty free import. Those imports that, because they are subject to certain treated such as mercures, are exported from paying part or all of the corresponding custom duty. These are generally correct to cap condition to regular of the country questions. Now I am going to talk a lot about time tip made factories. It is a legitimate transaction. It allows obtain products that are generally not existent in local markets. Prompts productive competition in local market and industries. It after deep thought balance hater possibility of negative. It allows to strengthen relation with the countries involved. The product or merchandise that is imported comes from abroad. It influences the economy of country or company since in because comprehensive purpose. Helpful tip economy. Among the benefits the imports generate for companies, it is worth include expand plus base. The expansion of the supply base to foreign allows optimizing input costs and security. Competitive capacity in the domestic market, reducing rather and local supply. Maximum distribution capacity. By incorporating external production capacity into the company's distribution structure and increase in distribution probability. Ensuring eliminate distribution capacity. Improve overall competitive ability. To express a quality in a global environment, pharmacy and development and adaptation of production and stream, which can improve overall competitive ability. To express a quality in a global environment, families, the development and adaptation of production and trade which can and screen the international capacity. We note more at that give to Amy Palmer Journey Perdomo.
Hello, my name is Joarny Perdomo. I am going to tell you later about its advantages, dangers, and imports of trading. Trade is concept that encompasses the relationship between one to one more countries for the exchange of a business. Verset of solid or exchanging of goods. This had the main objective of establishing free trade relationship. They met themselves and their further. Since all the first electronic commercial transaction is made, the mounted are constant output out but parties solid benefit if the process is successful. There is always opportunity, is protected, and greater controlling and therefore an absolute advantage. As advantage and distant state will have the most important that are advantages. 1. protect and policy of the country and for the company which manufactures insult at free trade. 2. Create competition and verify either mark. Free trade agreement. 3. Increase the number of hot vacancies. 4. Economic stability. 5. Social welfare. This demonstrates comfortable products. 1. Comfortable product. 2. Product export costs. 3. The export day of the product and their loss cost. 4. Need to high competition. 5. Export and translate in for trade evaluation that everything is ordering. 6. Danger of any need the company for no emerging aspect. The importance of maintaining commercial imports. We already know that when we tell a value on foreign trade, we refer to transit between countries. What would sometimes take for now is state main companies that offer their products and services to electronic commerce are evaluated regardless of whether they are public and private companies. Set and unranged cultural beneficial chance in increasing the profits of the merchant and the decentralized and the inherent of more personal wage results into the trading gets not all the companies involved. Foreign trade no only of the income. Foreign us, we can say us absolute and value they are also beneficial for the economy of the countries and the currency, instead of trading only for the government and power. There's a lot of machines to continue to emerge and get become now and more place in other countries. I've played and that my painter Hugo Freitas.
Hi, how are you? My name is Usman. My topic today White is the operation of import and the importance of trade today. Functioning of import in trade. Imports as the transport of goods and services from abroad. White are allocated by country to distribute then white in. Imports can be any a product or service received white in the border of national state for commercial purposes. Imports allow economic agents to acquire products that are now produced in the country, sharper or the higher quality, benefiting them as consumers. Import is when a country buys products another country by importing cheaper products. Money is automatically being freed for agents to sell, investing, or spend on new products, increasing the toll for production and wealth of the population. But on their hand, import increases competition over the local industry of the import country. The industries of the exporting countries might have a better, more favorable production conditions. or lower salary costs. According to some economists, harming the domestic economy is the labor market. Importation is important and ever more so today since trade activities are of great importance for development of country science studies. They seek to improve the quality of life and economic growth in it. Science vending of civilization trade has been a practically unnatural between human growth and the over time as evolved and become an increasingly sophisticated process. Optimizing the interaction between its parties was the evolution. The needs arise to exchange goods and services in a different context than the regional one. The term import refers to the operation in which foreign mercancy enters a country, product of a commercial transaction for consumption in the domestic market. Thank you.